SMT Nation, we back. Folks, please do check out our partner, Mint Mobile. The partner link is in the description. Save money on your wireless service and support the channel. Appreciate that greatly. Also, we love coffee. The SMT absolutely loves coffee. So support me that way with Buy Me a Coffee. Link is in the description for that as well. All right, now for today's video. AT&T and T-Mobile, Verizon, they're all souping up the Super Bowl, right? What they're trying to do is create enough capacity to meet the demands of their customers. People want to live stream. People want to upload content. You got Instagram. You got Facebook. You got Twitter. You got all these social media platforms that are going to be loaded with content, people putting up videos and things of that nature. There's going to be a lot of capacity required at the Super Bowl. So in order to do that, the carriers have had to really bolster the areas, not just in the stadium, at State Farm Stadium, but you also got to do it in the surrounding parking lots, right? You got to do basically all the streets and the blocks around the area. And, you know, Verizon really did a nice job of bolstering the many neighborhoods and blocks in the area, including neighboring suburbs. T-Mobile supported the streets in the areas as well to kind of try to help with some of the venue capacity needs as well, right? And I'm sure AT&T did the same. So it's been a big effort for them to really support the network demands that are required during this time. Now, in this report here from Mike Daniel, I'll link this in the description. The title says that the carriers have diverged on their 5G Super Bowl strategies. I actually completely disagree. I don't see how they diverged at all. The only thing you could say is that one carrier did the least amount of mmWave. And that would be T-Mobile, right? They still did some. They just didn't do it as much. And, you know, they're going to rely the most on their midband, and that's because that's what they have. You know, AT&T and Verizon have probably, I don't know, Verizon's got 60 megahertz dedicated 5G midband. AT&T is going to have 40 that's active. I don't think the DoD is active in the area, so that's going to be tough. Verizon's also doing CBRS on LTE. They've got all that millimeter wave. They've got hundreds and hundreds of nodes within the vicinity, the serving venues, as well as on the city blocks. I'm not really sure how this is divergence. I just think it has to do with budget. All right, so I forget the name of the group. I think it's SRG. So they did some testing around the area, and they tested overall available capacity amongst each of the big three. All right, so the firm reported that AT&T, T-Mobile, and Verizon each are going to be offering 4G LTE and 5G signals, and that roughly 75% of the operators' collective capacity was allotted to 5G. Okay, so I know a lot of people are going to be there with LTE phones. There's going to be people with older devices, people that don't care to upgrade to the latest and greatest. They might have some older Galaxies. They might have some older iPhones, especially like an iPhone 11 is very common, and it's an LTE-only phone. So in this instance, I don't see how this is going to be, you know, the best situation. I think most, like in the case of Verizon, their customer upgrade rate is approaching 60%. AT&T is around that, and I think T-Mobile's pretty close to that too. All right, so there's still a lot of customers on LTE-only devices. Now, Verizon is, obviously, they're going to put some CBRS, some band 48 on LTE there. They said 20 megahertz. That'll support 4G LTE, along with all their other licensed spectrum. But for Verizon, you really want to be on a 5G phone and get connected to the millimeter wave. There's a freaking node under like every seat. It's nuts. So Verizon's going to be pushing that. T-Mobile's going to have 140 megahertz of N41, their 2.5 gigahertz spectrum that they got from Sprint. So that'll carry probably a bulk of their traffic. AT&T is going to do a combination of C-band and millimeter wave. They're also going to support the area with Colts, which is cells on like trucks. And I don't know, they got this number here. This is wild. I didn't even know you calculated it this way. Verizon's network has a total capacity reaching 45.7 gigabits per second. And then AT&T came in at 28.3 gigabits per second, and T-Mobile came in at 35.9 gigabits per second. So in this, I think everybody's a winner. I think each carrier is going to do just fine. They're going to be able to support the demand of their customers. A majority of the customers at Super Bowl are likely going to be Verizon customers. Right? That's the way it's always been. I don't expect this year to be any different. So it makes sense that they've had to do the most. And think historically T-Mobile has had the least market share represented at the Super Bowls. So what they're going to offer is probably just fine. I don't think anybody's going to struggle. I think AT&T might be at a little bit of risk for the LTE folks, maybe. But I think enough of the people are on 5G phones where they should be okay too, right? They've got some mmWave and they've got Colt. I take that back. I think AT&T is going to be fine too. But I do expect Verizon to offer the best speeds if that matters. Not saying that it does. Remember, it's just somebody wants to use their phone, upload, download something quickly. All that matters is that they can achieve that in a timely fashion. The piss test, speed test. It's fun. It's cool. It's nice to joke and discuss about it. But it's just about supporting your customers, and I think they're going to be able to do that coming this Super Bowl Sunday. But I do think this title is a little bit misleading, or I think it's a little bit inaccurate. I think they're all doing things basically the same way. It's just some are scaling it bigger than others based on the needs of the network demand from the customers. But what do you guys think? Sound off in the comment section below. You all the voice of the people, the SMT Nation. Let your voice be heard. Like, share, subscribe for more. Turn on that bell notification icon to never miss an upload. Big shout out to my YouTube members and patrons for supporting me on those platforms. And you could do the same. You could become a member or become a patron or even buy me a coffee. I love coffee, so appreciate that. And also check out our partner, Mint Mobile. Partner link is in the description. Thanks for watching. See you all in the next one. Peace.